Imagine for a moment that you are on your deathbed. You lived a full life and you're about to let go. Once you're gone, the people who loved you will mourn your loss. The people who didn't will probably say nice things about you too. To them, you'll soon cease to exist. A person, a tiny speck in space and time. But to you, some things may die with you. Your dreams, hopes, aspirations, and yes, your regrets. The things only you knew, things you wished you did, things you wished you did differently. The Midnight Library dwells on these possibilities, the what-ifs of our lives. The book begins on a rather grim note. Nora Seed decides to die. Through the course of many unfortunate incidents, said and perhaps left unsaid, she tries to take her own life. Nora then wakes up in a library, somewhere between life and death, and not entirely sure which way to go. The library acts as a metaphor for limitless possibilities. Like any library, this too is choked full of books. Each volume it contains represents a version of how Nora's life would have turned out if she made other choices. The book builds on the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics, which holds that many worlds exist in parallel at the same space and time as our own. I'll link some papers on the description below. We then follow Nora as she embarks on a journey of self-discovery by living hundreds of lives and becoming hundreds of different versions of herself, trying to ease those regrets and find a life she's happy to be in. How the story ends, I leave it up to you to read and find out. I didn't like this book, but any effort to talk about depression and mental health in a positive light must be applauded, especially in these trying times, and Matt Haig has poured his own life experiences into this book. So instead of a bitter rant, I'll share the lessons I've learned from it. Life is unpredictable. Every day, every hour, every moment greets us with the opportunity to make a decision. And every choice we make could be traced back to thousands of choices we made in the past. We often have our eyes set to the future and our hearts anchored to the past. We spend our whole lives stuck in this maze, pondering how good our life would be if we escaped it one day. Imagining that perfect future keeps us going, but we never strive to achieve it. And if that future doesn't happen, with all that burden of responsibility, we are left broken. As Ryan Holiday puts it, we are A to Z thinkers, fretting about A, obsessing over Z, yet forgetting all about B through I. Things may seem bleak, today might have been terrible. There's no guarantee that tomorrow might be better or the day after that. But the point is to give this moment your best effort so you can move through all these tomorrows to get to a place where it does get better. And trust me, it will. I believe in you. The next time that something goes wrong, take a deep breath and ask yourself, why is this so unbearable? Why can't I endure it? Here's something interesting that I jotted down while reading the Letters from a Stoic by Seneca, which seems to sum up what I'm trying to convey here. Wild animals run from the dangers they actually see. Once they have escaped them, worry no more. We, however, are tormented alike by what is past and what is to come. A number of our blessings do us harm, for memory brings back the agony of fear, while foresight brings it on prematurely. No one confines his unhappiness to the present. Let's go back to what I said at the beginning of this video. As you lay there, tasting the last sweet seconds of your life, friendly faces cycling in and out, what would you feel? Regret? Remorse? Sorrow? What would you give if you could come back to this moment right now? Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Peace.